How to Create a Glitch Monologues Season 16 Chapter 9. This is Season 16 of How to Create a Glitch in the Matrix Monologues Episode 9. In this episode, we will be elaborating archetypal constellations and discussing the organization of them. In past episodes, we discussed the archetypal plate and elaborated on archetypal constellations. But the original material on that subject was vague with respect to what qualifies as an archetype. I would like to eliminate that ambiguity with this episode. The archetypal plate was described as being composed of ideals or forms, exemplified in narrative form, such as the primitive forms of identity, i.e. mother, father, brother, son, fisherman, lawyer, etc. These archetypes are obviously not people, but rather describe people. Yet the archetypal constellation of a person has been largely described as made up of real people, flesh and blood. The distinction between these two can be understood by the importation of the idea of degrees. For example, a person may have a closed social system composed of 6 system members, a family, or a group of friends. Now, beyond that, they may have 10 acquaintances at work. Beyond that, they may have 30 people they see every day but don't really know. Beyond that, they have 100 people they interact with one time that day alone. And beyond that, 500 film actors they see regularly on television or movies. Archetypal constellations are interlinked. Thus, if my partner has a certain person she rationalizes is similar to me, then that person becomes part of my archetypal constellation. Now, those would be 1 to 5 degrees archetypes, respectively. Beyond 6, which would include everyone, there are 7 degrees, which includes characters in television or film. 8 degrees, characters in non-fiction. 9 characters in fiction. And 10, ideal forms of archetype like the fisherman, mother, father, etc. 10 degrees of archetype for 10 different narrative vocabulary. This is what the archetypal plate is composed of: 10 degrees of connection or identity. 10 levels of personhood. Now, as indicated in a previous podcast, gateways between people cause the transformation of one archetypal constellation by another. This means that if A rationalizes B, according to C, and B and A have an archetypal gateway, husband and wife, then B approaches C, and we have archetypal convergence. The same can be said for any similar view between 2 disparate and disconnected individuals who are linked by a common person. That's the end of the podcast for today. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment and subscribe.